Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm at Raffles landing site. Let me show you the statue of the one who founded Singapore, 1819. So he's the one, and this is his statue. And yep, the famous statue of Sir Stamford Raffles, who arrived here in Singapore in 1819, and this is well known to be the place where he most likely had landed. Today I want to talk about climate adaptation. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk about this topic, which is traditionally slightly less talked about than mitigation, because climate adaptation technically is a little bit more complicated, and so I'm attempting to talk about something which could be a little bit tough to do on a Tuesday morning. It's almost 11 a.m. I think it's actually a little past 11. Beautiful view of the area I'm at now, Boat Quay, Raffles landing site, and a little more to my right will be heading towards City Hall. So climate adaptation means doing things to get used to the new and harsher realities of worsening climate change. Climate adaptation means we do things that help us get used to rising sea levels that are rising higher and higher. Climate adaptation means we do things that help us live in an environment where temperatures are rising, where there is more frequency of storms, typhoons, floods, and interestingly, in some cases, droughts. So adaptation, just like myself on the treadmill in the gym nowadays, I cannot be running at full steam at beyond a certain speed. I have to learn to adapt. I have to run half the pace that I used to do when I was in my 20s. So climate adaptation. Usually when I talk about this in the classroom, I try my best to break it down in simpler terms so that students can understand. Adaptation goes with mitigation. They are not mutually exclusive. You need to combine both adaptation methods and those of mitigation so that the tourism industry can thrive in a new reality where climate change just keeps on getting worse and worse. Yeah, so they are not to be seen as mutually exclusive or isolated, separate. No, they should be, and they must be seen as one without the other. So adaptation must be complemented by mitigation practices. We learn to adapt to the new conditions or realities that climate change brings us. We learn to adapt as temperatures keep going up. We learn to adapt as certain activities are no longer quite possible for us to be doing when we travel to certain places. We learn to adapt. Communities of people learn to adapt as certain resources and materials become scarcer and scarcer due to climate change. So this is a short few minutes sharing on climate adaptation. I hope you like my very nice view. And here's Kevin from the Center for Responsible Tourism Singapore signing off.